Hey everybody! Today we're going to be doing something very, I think it's cool, something different. We got a few new files to create for this one, but it's all going to work out. So what we're going to be doing today, as you see in the title, is we're going to be adding custom armor potion effects to our armors. So we're gonna do that, and it's going to be very 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 fun. So we are going to start out in our main class file here, and we got a few things to add here for this to work. So we're going to go within our public class right here, right at the top. Enter twice, and we're going to type. So basically, the way this is going to work is we have client and server proxies as well as tick handlers and things like that to get all these potion effects and all these different things working. So we'll be doing one potion effect for each piece of redstone armor with a different effect on it, and some will have multiple effects on them. Uh, just so we can, just so you know exactly how to do everything that you can in this with doing this, and that I'm going to try my best to get you to understand how this works instead of just saying this is how it works. Because I had a little bit of a problem, figuring out what a proxy is and all this different stuff because I never worked with them before. Now, proxy, you can use to do rendering for you and all this different stuff. We're not going to be using it for that. We're just going to be using it for these other things that need proxies to work. Um, but so yeah, but it's like you use it for, in this case specifically for potion effects and things like that. So it's pretty cool that way. So we are going to type at sided proxy, no space, open parentheses, and you're going to type client side is equal to, and then you're going to have double quotes. Now, this is where I was a little bit confused at first. So what you want to type first is your package name. So that's right here. So it says, up here it says package, and ours is Redstone Tutorial. So I'm just going to copy that and paste that in there. And then we're going to put a dot or a period, and then we got to link it to files we haven't created yet, but we will. I'm going to call them client proxy and server proxy. So just type in client proxy. All right, and that's it for that one. And then you can do get out of those double quotes, put a comma, space, server side is equal to shit. Server side is equal to redstone underscore tutorial dot server proxy. So now that basically what that's doing is we're basically saying go to our redstone tutorial package, and the client side proxy is our client side proxy, or is our client proxy .java file, and redstone tutorial server proxy would be another one. If you were going to put them in a separate package like we do, like we have for armor, biome, block, crop, food, item, tool, world gen, you would just go redstone tutorial dot let's say proxy. Thank you for the email. So you go redstone underscore tutorial dot proxy dot client proxy. So so like that would be if I had a package here called redstone underscore tutorial dot proxy, I would put that in there instead if that's where I wanted it to get it from. But I'm just gonna have them in my main class here, or in my main package, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So I'm just gonna take that out, and I closed it. Okay, so I gotta do this. All right, so now that you got that going, you want to import sided proxy. And this needs a capital S instead of lowercase s on client side. Now that line is good. And let's go create those files now, and then we will do the rest of the stuff we got to do. So we're going to start with client proxy. So we're going to right click on our redstone underscore tutorial, since that is where I am telling it I want it to, or that's where I'm saying it is. So I'm going to right click on redstone tutorial, click new, and click new class. And then in the title here, I'm going to type client proxy and press finish. Now we're just going to open up a new file. Now we just got one little thing to type in here, but we're not going to type that in at this moment. We're going to create our server proxy now. So class server proxy. And press enter. Not backspace. There we go. So we got our server proxy. Now we've got a few things we got to put in here. Or one thing for now, and then we got some more things to put in here later. So we're just going to go public void register render things, 2 parentheses, open bracket, and nothing. We don't need to put anything else in there. Now we're going to go back over to our client proxy, and we're going to type extends server proxy. And now that should link up to this file since they're both in the same package. Shouldn't have to import anything or anything like that. So now after you got that, we got a few lines to type in here. So we got to type at override. So basically, we're going to override that register render things class. So let's go. So register render things. There we go. So that's all you have to do. I've never actually had to use the client side stuff, but you just have to have it there, and it extends the server proxy. So they're both using the same code and the same stuff. So everything's good there. So now we're done in those files. Now we got to go back into our main tutorial file, and there is no semicolon at the end of the at-sided proxy. Just the same with all of our other annotated syntax, which is at either our at mod and our at network mod and things like that. We got one more line down here. We're going to go public static server proxy. So we're creating an instance of server proxy, and we're calling it proxy. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. And we've got a little bit more to do in the to do in this file. We have to go into our event handler file here, and right at the top, we're just going to type proxy dot register render things. And that's it. We've created a proxy, and it's all set up and ready to go. But now we're going to move on, and we're going to go into the server, the tick handler stuff now, which is the next thing we have to do. So actually, we are going to need our server proxy up again, and we got another thing to type in here. So we're going to create another function or another method in here, public void register server tick handler. Now, I'm actually going to do this a little bit different than I have it in my tutorial here. But actually, no, I'll just leave it the way it is. It's fine. So basically, these are like normal functions. So if you want to have parameters, you'd put them within these here. So par1, it would be like for integers int par1, comma, and then string. Okay, it's a capital S. String par2, for example, You know, you can just do things like that, but we're not going to use any parameters on this file, so you don't have to worry about them. I'm just going to delete that. There we go. So now we're back into this main, into this function here, and we're going to type tick registry dot register tick handler. Open parentheses, and we're going to type new server tick handler. Two parentheses, don't have to have anything in it, and then comma side dot server. Now, so we got to import tick registry, and this is going to get, this line here is going to give us an error because we have to define it yet. Because this is basically saying we're going to create another file that's we're going to create this class file that's going to handle our server tick handler stuff. And doing it this way first allows it to auto-generate code for us. So we're going to click create class in the same spot. It's going to have the same name, and it's going, as you can see here, the interface, it's going to implement iTick handler. Let's click finish. It's going to put all of our basic functions in here. Now, don't be scared by all these parameters and stuff. We won't have to muck around with them. Just don't be intimidated by them. They'll be you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. So now we're pretty much done our tick handler. Except for we got to do one more line over in our main class file in our load function. We need to type proxy dot register tick handler. So basically we're calling that function that we have in here, this register tick handler function, which is tick registry dot register tick handler, and then that the tick handler we created. So it's basically saying this is a tick handler. So there you go with that. We're done with that part. Now we're on to the good stuff of putting potion effects on our armors and such. So we're going to start in this server tick handler file in the very top function called tick start. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to come above here. We're going to create our own function here. So at the top, just underneath your public class server tick handler implements iTick handler, we're going to type in private void on player tick, open parentheses, and we're going to type in entity player space player. So that's basically, we're creating an instance of entity player, and we're giving it the name player for us to use within our script. Import entity player, and now we're good to move into our code. So basically what we have to do is we have to detect when armor is placed on your body, whether if it's on your head, on your body, like on your chest, on your legs, or your feet. Now, this is pretty easy. This isn't hard code by any means. So I'm just going to create spacing here. So we're going to type if player dot get current item or armor. And now we have to give it a number. So it's a number between 1 and 4. 1 is your boots. 2 is your leggings. 3 is your chest plate. And 4 is your helmet. We're going to start with helmet to start with. So we're going to put in 4. So since we are creating an if statement, so we're saying, so if that is not equal to null. So it's basically saying if it is, if it does exist, if there is an item or an armor in the helmet space in our inventory, we are going to do the following code. So we're going to type item stack helmet keep spelling that wrong. I'm doing that whole weekend. So helmet equals player dot get current item or armor. And we're going to also set that to 4 in this case. And then after, so we got to put a semicolon at the end of that line. Import item stack. And now we're going to start into our code. Now, so you can, in here, you can define multiple different helmets, multiple different chest plates, and things like that, all in this one file with a really easy and simple line of code. It's if helmet, and like in this case, we're doing the helmet. I'll do one for each. Like I said, I was going to. So if helmet dot get item, we don't need any parameters in there. So after the parentheses is equal. So remember that's comparing two things to the left thing to the right thing and vice versa. That's not that's what that is. It's saying it's equal to. It's not saying it's equal to something. It's is it the same as this? So if helmet.get item. So if the item in that spot is equal to what armor? What are we gonna do first? We're gonna go redstone main dot redstone helmet. So we're saying if it equals to redstone helmet, then we are going to give it a effect. So we're going to go player dot add potion effect. And then within the parentheses, we're going to type new space potion effect. Another parentheses, potion dot, and now we get to pick our potion. So there's blindness, confusion, damage, boost, dig slowdown, dig speed, bunch of these field variable things. That's metadata stuff. We'll get into that later. Fire resistance, harm, heal, hunger, invisibility, jump, move slow down, move speed up, night vision, poison, regeneration, resistance, water breathing, helmet, wither. So we are going to put night vision on the helmet. Okay. So we just got to import. Let's make sure that we import this potion effect. Good. So that's imported, and now we are missing some things because we got a few more parameters to add. So, potion.nightvision dot get ID. All right, comma space. Now we need to give it a time of how long it's going to last. So, 1 second is 20 ticks. So we're going to enter in the number of ticks. So we want this so that we put the helmet on and we take it off and it's going to be there. And, we're just going to type in, I'm going to put 20 in just to be safe, or 40 in. So that's going to be 2 ticks. That's going to be 2 seconds. So it's going to go back and forth between 1 and 2. Because basically what it's going to do, we're setting the potion effect for 2 seconds. But it's going to, as soon as it goes down, it's going to say, oh, the potion effect is there. Have to reset it back up to 40 ticks or 2 seconds. So it's going to it's just going to go back and forth between those two numbers constantly. And then we got another one, which is like the power of the effect. So like if you're doing the damage boost or the move speed or regeneration, you have different, you have different levels. Like you have strength, like on swords, you have sharpness 1 through 5 and things like that. You can do all those different kinds of effects with this. But for night vision, there's no real level of night vision. It's just one level. So and the levels do start at 0. So 0 is level 1, 1 is level 2, 3 is level let's see, yeah, so 0 is level 1, 1 is level 2, 2 is level 3, 3 is level 4, and 4 is level 5. So 0 to 4 is your range. And if you do go over it, it will set it back to the first one. So, but I'll show you an example of that as well. And now you're done. So remember, with this tutorial, you are going to have to really make sure you look at the code. If it's not working for you, make sure you really look at the code and make sure you have everything exactly the way it needs to be. So now we need to do this for all of our other pieces of armor as well. So we're going to go below our first if statement here. And we're going to do another if statement that if player dot get current, that didn't it's not liking it, player dot get current item or armor. And now this time we're going to do 3s since we want our chest plate. Out of those parentheses is not equal to null. I put in the wrong symbol up there. There we go. Okay, so if it's not equal to 3, if it is not equal to null, then we're gonna create an item stack. And then we're gonna go chest plate instead. That can be whatever you want. That's a variable name, so you can have that to be whatever you want. I could have it dingus if I wanted to, but I'm trying to keep it as close to what it actually is as possible. Sorry about that. All right. So we're gonna is equal to player dot get current item or armor 3. So basically, it's saying, so if it is not equal to null, set a variable with what that piece of armor is. So that below, when we go item dot, when we go chestplate dot get item, it's going to say, okay, the get item is going to return what the item is, and then we can compare that to what we want it to be, and then if it is what we want it to be, then add the potion effect. So now we do that if statement, and we go chestplate dot get item, and if it is equal, or if it is equal to redstone main dot redstone chestplate, then we're gonna add the potion effect. So player dot add potion effect, new potion effect, potion dot for the chest plate, let's add something fire resistance, why not? Dot get ID comma again 40, and I don't think fire resistance has an actual level, so we can just set that to 0 as well. And we're good to go with that. So now, and remember, this is just for armor. This isn't swords or anything like that, because swords you get potion effects from using the enchantment table or the anvil or something like that. So I just went ahead and copied that code again that we did for a chest plate, and we'll just modify it just to speed it up. If you want to type it out, by all means, type it out. So these are our leggings. So we're gonna go leggings. So we got to change. So if we change leggings here, we have to change it here as well. And now we can choose a different potion effect. So we're gonna choose. Let's go move speed up. Move speed. Now this one has a level that we can choose. So there's speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, and speed 4. Let's go for speed 3 by entering in 2. And there we go. Copy that. That's going to paste that one more time for 1, which is our boots. So we're going to change this to boots. This to boots. And oh, right, we forgot to change we forgot to change it right here. So we got to go redstone main dot redstone leggings. right there, and then here, redstone main dot boots are up here at the top. Alrighty, so we got that all converted over. Now for this one, we're gonna do a jump boost. So jump, and now this also has a level. We're gonna give it a level of 4, or a level of level of 5 actually. But we're not quite done yet. So now that we've done that, we have to do some tick stuff for it to actually do the effects. Even though we're saying this is what the effect is, now we have to do some tick handler stuff to actually make it work properly. So under our tick start function, which is the first one, we got a little if statement to type in here. We're going to type if type dot equals, and we're going to type in enum set dot of tick player dot play tick not tick player tick type dot player. So we gotta go through. We gotta go out all three, and then we do that. So if type dot equals, and then in parentheses enum set dot of, another parentheses tick type dot player. We're gonna go on player tick, which is this function that we created up here. So we put this in a separate function. So now we got to call that function. So on player tick, 2 sets of parentheses. We're going to type in entity player. We can get out of the first set of parentheses space tick data, and then you can just put a 0 in there and a semicolon at the end, and that is finished. That part of the code is done, and we just got one more part. Now, you may not understand exactly what that means, and to be honest with you, I don't really know what that means either. But so I think what it means is, for the tick type of player, execute our player tick on that player. That's basically what that's saying. So just by looking at it, that's what I take from it. But we got one more thing to do. We're going to go down to our enum set public function here. This one right here. We're just going to delete both lines that are in there, the return null and the auto-generated method stub stuff. We can get rid of all that. And we're going to type return enum set dot of tick type dot player and tick type dot server semicolon at the end, and that's it. Now, this, even though I'm doing tick type dot server, this will work on single player as well. And speaking of that, one of my wonderful viewers has pointed out something to me. This modloader.addArmor is causing an exception when launching the server. So I am going to look into that in fixing that, and I will get back to you on that. So if it's not working on a server for you, it's fine. I know about it, and I'm working on a fix for it to get everyone up and running. So that's about it. So we are going to we're going to test our mod now. Hopefully everything works. You don't get any errors. You don't have any... it's going to start the server. That was the last thing I ran. Okay, so I got to click on this. So so if you want to launch the server on your mod, you by this green button here, you can click the arrow, and then you have the option to run the server or the client. So we're just going to run the client for now, since I know the server crashes. Okay, good. That's good. That's fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new world here. Just put potion on it. Creative. We're going to be all good to go here. And I just got a few more things. All right, so while this is loading, I might as well talk about this stuff. So I'm, I said in a video that should have uploaded last night. I'm actually not sure if it did or not. I was talking about I was going to launch this script for everyone to use. I was going to make our modding lives easier and things like that. But I've actually decided I'm not going to launch that. At least at this point in time. It's not something. My subscriber base isn't big enough to sustain it. It would actually crumble my YouTube account if I went ahead and released this script. So I'm gonna hold back on that for the time being, and I will revisit it later. But it is gonna help make this so much easier. But I need a larger subscriber base to be able to do that. Okay, so we're in our biome. Everything's good. Okay, so we're going to grab our armor under combat. So we're going to grab a helmet, our chest plate, our leggings, and our boots. So we're going to start with boots. So we're going to put our boots on. Oh, it's causing a crash. Okay. So let's see what happened here. This is good. This is good. Because you guys may run into this. So it's on line 43 of our on player tick. So let's go into that. Server tick handler, line 43. Yeah, so on the boots. So it's not liking something about this. Let's see. Let's go back into the console. So blah, blah, blah. Let's try going up a little bit farther. So add on tick start. So it's crashing when we try to put on the boots, which is, yeah, we know that much. All right. Because we put 1 in 1, but we forgot to change it to 1, and we forgot to change this one here to 2. That should be the problem that we're having there. So if you guys saw that and you did it right, good for you. If you didn't, because you didn't want to, you didn't want to do anything different than what I was doing, sucks for me, right? Sucks on me. All right, so we're now wearing our boots and we have jump boost, so we can jump pretty high. Let's grab a block. It's a more colorful block. Let's go with wool. So we definitely can jump 1. We can jump 2. We can jump 3. Can we jump 4? Oh, yes, we can definitely jump 4. Can we jump 5? Seems to be that we can. Jesus Christ. So we can jump 5 at that point. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you got, yeah, so that's 5. Now let's try 6. So we can jump 5 blocks high at that potion level, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there we go. So we can jump 5 blocks. Now let's go put on the next piece of armor. And actually, I'll take the boots off for now. So as you can see, you take them off and the effect wears off. Let's put the leggings on. So now we get speed 3. So you can run really, really, really fast. Now if we combine this with our boots, so you put them both on, they both have an effect. Look at that awesomeness. You're almost Superman. Almost. All right, so now we'll take those both off again. You can see they deplete. We'll put them back on. We'll throw the chest plate on, which is gonna give us fire resistance. So I'm gonna create a little fire pit here, a lava pit, right in our dirt. All right, so let's grab a bucket of lava. And we will have to go into first person for this to actually work. Or into survival mode for this to work. Okay, let's go to the next. Let's just go top layer. It'll fill itself in. So I am in creative right now, so of course I'm not going to get affected by it. Now we're going to go game mode S. Now you can see we can go in the fire and we're not getting damaged. So there you go. That potion effect is working. I'm on fire and I'm not dying. So that's good. So now the helmet was going to give us night vision, right? Yeah. So now we got night vision. So I'll take them off for a second. So let's go time set 1600, I think it is. Let's go time set night. Oh god, I was nowhere near enough. Okay, time set. So I was let's go 14,000. Time set 14,000. Okay, so it's dark. Let's get away from the lava. All right, so we're away from the lava. Now we're going to throw on our night vision. And you can see everything brightens up. It's a little bit flickery. So we might actually have to increase the time on that for that to work. So I'm going to turn my music and sound down. So we may have to change all of our effects with this. Like we may have to make it, we may have to up the time for that to work correctly without it flickering, because it's actually hurting my eyes. Time set 0. Burn, you bastards. Burn. Game mode C. So there you go. We've done armor effects. Oh, I was going to show you how to do multiple armor effects on one piece of armor. Okay, so to do that, it's very simple. You just want to copy this line right here. Actually, no. You just can copy this player add potion line. So let's do it for, the helmet. So let's add night vision, and we'll change the potion to something else. Let's say poison, resistance, water breathing. Let's go water breathing. So there we go. So we got water breathing, and we'll also increase the night vision from 40 to 60. So it's going to be 3 seconds. So hopefully that's enough. And now let's start it again. All right. So we added another potion effect. If you didn't see that, go away, console. I just copied this player add potion effects line and just basically just changed the water or the night vision, the potion dot, whatever the effect is, to whatever I wanted the effect to be, which in this case was water breathing. And that was it. So it's that simple. So now we're flying. I'm gonna create a pit for some water. Let's do a 3x3 pit. Sorry if my voice is a little bit not nasally, but this is good. Okay, so let's go grab a bucket of water. So we'll just fill this pool up. Oh shit. He's got an empty bucket. Clean all this shit up with. There we go. There we go. So we got a full thing of water. And as you can see, we now have water breathing on our helmet. As well as... So I'll take all these other ones off. So So those effects will end, and we just have night vision and water breathing. So we can go in the water, game mode S, and we're not losing any of our oxygen bar. Now let's try this night vision again. So let's go time set 15,000. It might just because it's active, like it's we're reapplying it all the time. That might be what's going on there. So night vision may not be the best thing, but I can look into that as well to see if there's a way to fixing that. I wonder if you just go later on. Let's go 17,000. Nope. So it's just the way it is. It's just it's a little bit flickery. That's kind of hurt. That's really hurting my eyes. So we're gonna go back to there we go. So that's the gist of what we're doing here. Let's see. So there you go. It's pretty simple, actually, doing potion effects and things like that. I know that was something that people wanted to know how to do. So now that you know how to do that, that's another thing that you can add to your mods and things like that. Now I do got some other stuff planned. It's actually been a little bit tough lately figuring out what I'm gonna do next. Let's turn off the HUD. I've been really struggling with keeping my head around everything that's going on, because this is crazy. I'm at 85 subscribers now. I'm gonna have a 100 subscriber video of some sort. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'll do something fun. At least I hope it's fun. It'll be fun for me no matter what I do. So we'll do that, and so we'll do the 100 subscriber count stuff. And it's going to be very, 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 very fun. Actually, I'm just going to throw all my armor on. Why not? So yeah, this is it's been a really tough week, actually, because this week has really been the week where I post that video on all the different ideas, which I thank everyone for. Thank you for all those ideas. I really needed some help with that, because like I told you, I was having a little bit of anxiety because I wasn't sure what I was going to do next. After I had a few more planned out, and then after that I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So at least we figured that out. But okay, so a few more things I'm going to be doing. Is I'll just be going through those comments, picking a tutorial and coding it out, and then doing it for you guys. I got a few more things I want to do yet. I want to do some more biome stuff. Custom dimensions is another thing I want to do, which somebody also posted. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing lots of things. Now, okay, I want to talk about comments. So when you guys post asking for help, you got to give me more than, I did this and I'm getting an error, or the block isn't showing up, or what. You got to be a little bit more specific. Even if you always, as soon as you can, post, copy and paste the entire log file into your even in the console, it'll give you the entire readout. You can just copy that and put it on pastebin.com and put that in your. You can't post links, so post the ID for Pastebin, because Pastebins, they always have an ID that you can give, and then I will plug that into the website, and I will look at your Pastebin and see what your error is, and it can help speed up the process of what's wrong with your code, and we can figure out problems a lot faster than corresponding 3 or 4 different times. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. I reply to everyone that I possibly can, and I do my best not to miss any tutorial, anyone in the comments, and If I don't reply right away, that's, it's probably because I'm either not at home, or I haven't thought of a solution yet for your problem, depending on what your problem is. Everyone just remember to like the videos. If the tutorial helped you and you were able to get through it, like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that as well. For more of these, I'm going to be doing these constantly. At least three or four times a week, I'll be uploading tutorials on doing different things in Minecraft modding as I figure them out as well. That's another important thing. I'm learning too as I go along, and then I'm sharing my knowledge with you. So you guys giving me all these ideas really actually helps me figure out what I want to learn, and then in turn I'm teaching you. So we're basically like teaching each other in a way, which is fantastic. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share these videos with all of your coding friends who want to know how to code. And as soon as we get to that 100 subscriber mark, I'll have something special, and I'll do something special. I might talk with Ace and Chaos, and maybe we'll do like an online multiplayer thing. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.